Hi, I've been promising Laura I'm going to put this video together for like almost a year, so I've really kind of dropped the ball. Last year for Laura's birthday, I made her an escape room out of our shed because I'm an insane person and I didn't realize how much work that would be, but I started and then I was really committed and I had to finish. And I videotaped the process of, at least parts of the process of like making it and going through it a little bit, and it's been sitting on my phone for till now. I had this really weird scenario where I had just gotten booked for a TV series called Midnight Texas, and I had to go down and film just a couple days before Laura's birthday party, and it was a time crunch. And so I picture me with Pete Mensa. He was very cool, and he's also almost as tall as me. He's huge. Anyway, I flew down. I didn't fly. I drove really fast, and then I drove right back up from set immediately and started working on constructing this escape room for Laura because she likes puzzles. I don't. Puzzles stress me out. I graduated school and I don't want to do anything with my brain anymore. But here is a nearly year-old video of me, an insane person, making an escape room for my wife that I love very much. So this is my checklist on what to put together in order to make the escape room functional. Here's one of the puzzle ciphers, and this right here is the key to that last puzzle, I believe.
All right, upon
and this is
opening
me being excited about one of the puzzles. I'm going to shut up now.
Ancient and tattered note that has the story of an archaeological expedition that started in Russia and goes west to Lapland, south to Egypt, and then east to India. And they will also have a magnet here in the chest that they open. And so if they follow that course marked in the story there, it will drag this key around on the back of the map, and then drop the key off. That will open that lock, which will lead to other shenanigans. Here's one of my chests. It's actually from my old living room set, but Laura hates it, so now I'm going to guess the combination or figure it out. Swing that open. Boom. Get whatever the hell I put inside there. Neat.
I was really proud of all the hard work I was doing at this time, so I think this video largely takes place at like between 1:30 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. I'm not like a super handsy guy with the tools, but the creative inspiration and adoration of my dear wife had really taken hold of me at this point. And so I was burning not midnight oil, but whatever comes after midnight oil, I was burning that. So this is me just using power tools, and I think I managed to get through this uninjured, which is a miracle. But this goes on forever. I've sped up the video as much as I could, but I may end up just cutting some of the shots of my groin and butt area and weird chunks of wood. But this is just to show that I was making weird shit all through the night and probably pissing off our neighbors. I'm only keeping this footage in here to show that eventually I got smart enough to use power tools rather than a keyhole saw to cut large chunks of wood. It was really late, and I hadn't slept for like 36 hours at this point, and I wasn't thinking very clearly. But eventually, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I've got a circular saw, and I don't need to use a tiny keyhole saw to do these big jobs." Um, so yeah, I'm not as think as you dumb I am. Um, so yeah, all right, I'm gonna stop putting video of my work desk and these tools, because you get the point. I worked my ass off all through the night, and I'm a really good husband, and I'm very loving, and I'm very good, and I deserve a sandwich. Okay, this is the flashlight puzzle. Everyone will be given a flashlight when they first walk in, and won't unlock until they solve a couple of different puzzles. But once they get this box unlocked, they will be able to only fit certain flashlights in certain slots. And it spells out M-E-T. I don't know if you can see that. Turn this guy a little bit. You see the A right there, and then an L right there. A little mini tour of our cabin in the woods escape room. So I tried to make it look a little homey. There's a bedroll, some books, and a picture or two, this table. So our story is, we've got a kind of weird mountain guy that has been living by himself trying to figure out this puzzle to the end of the world, and he's got some weird occult shit. And behind the closet area here is actually one of our puzzles there. And then we've got our lockbox drawers down here. Our first puzzle was actually this fake book. Inside there is a puzzle box. Inside the puzzle box is a key. So that's step one. If they can't figure that out, then, well, they are very fucked. Yeah. So under this tarp here is one of our lock boxes. Under our rabbit skin here is actually the final key to the final puzzle. But it's okay, they won't figure that out. So yeah, trying to think if there's anything else I need to put in here, but I think for the most part we are good. So this is one of the cooler puzzles I've done. Sorry it's dark in here, but it requires it for this puzzle. So there's a drawer down here you can barely see, and once they solve a different puzzle, it'll open up and reveal this here, black light. And so they start looking around the room. One of the paintings I have has "die" written in black light ink across the front, which is not relevant, but it is creepy. And they'll be looking at that painting this whole time and won't notice the "die" on it, which is neat. And so they're looking around, looking around, looking around. Hopefully they see that, which is not visible in normal light, which is an arrow. And that points to this number 9. And if they follow that 9 and follow these arrows that are only visible when using this particular black light, they will find another number, an 8. And if they continue to follow the arrows,
down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Uh-oh. Just points to nothing. But if you lift the carpet, you see the last number 7. And that opens this combination box over here. Okay, I've got my puzzles mounted in the walls here. This is the moment of truth. This is kind of the coolest puzzle I made. And I really, really hope this goes smoothly. So I've got the key here. Drop it in the slot. Okay. And we start in Gida. Hear it click in place. Go to Lapland. Go south to Alexandria. We go east to Delhi. Yes. So lastly, after I got everything all put together, I contacted my amazing, talented, and incredible friend Karl to be the escort and guide through the escape room, because you kind of need somebody to kind of show you the ropes. And fortunately, all of our friends had been through other escape rooms. But Karl is extra amazing, extra comma and amazing. And he did this great thing. We came up with this like cabin in the woods style plot, and Karl was posing as like a government agent whose job was to basically lead these people through this cabin in the woods puzzle. And my God, did he just smack that ball out of the park. He is incredible. So that's what I'm going to leave you with. The final video is Karl taking people through the first few minutes of the cabin in the woods escape room. Hope you enjoy it.
Don't die.
Scary face. Scary face.
You don't have
I
scary
am a
face.
cultist. Get in the character. Warm up the voice. Breathing exercises. Breathing exercises.
You're not very scary.
Greetings, heroes. You have been selected for a task no less noble than saving the world as we know it. It's so wonderful. So, long time ago, the Titans were at war with the gods. They kind of went, there's lots of fighting, and it was very bad for us. The gods were fighting in defense of us collectively. The Titans, whom did not care so much for mankind, wrought great devastation upon our nations. The gods beheld the wicked carnage laid waste by these Titans, and they decided to make a bargain with the Titans in hopes of sparing mankind. And good news, everyone! You are now the latest part of this bargain, so congratulations! You're more excited than you should be. This is not very good for you. Alright, so with that in mind, it is time now for you to join me in the bargain. It is up to you to save humanity. You are the last chance we have. Please follow me to a cabin in the woods.
I get it now.
Quick, be a tree. Ooh! The Titans demand a sacrifice. Before entering, you are going to need a light for your path.
It is dark in there, sorry.
It is quite dark, also hot as hell.
Somebody save me.
The gods are preparing the way.
That's a big god.
It's the god of exhaustion. All right, make your way in. You have 1 hour before the Titans arrive. Should you require a hint, you must send out one of your party to be sacrificed to said god of exhaustion.